working for me. They ain't lurking for free. Got some shorties outside, they won't go to sleep. What? Cause this how they eat.
Welcome back to the Man Cave, where lifestyle, sports, entertainment meets. Once again, I'm your host, King Jordan. Got my bro,
T. Will.
Y'all know what it is. Make sure y'all go check out episode 1 and 2. It's out now. Follow us on Instagram at the Man Cave 2021. Go ahead and break.
No, bro. You said I was breaking.
I said, go ahead and break.
Yeah. So, I know you heard about that topic about the student athletes getting paid now. So
Right.
How you feel about that? I am solid.
Right.
How you feel about that?
Imagine if that was us back when we was in college. I mean, truthfully, I feel like it's a good opportunity, but it can be a good thing and a bad thing depending on the mature level of the athlete. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean, like maturity level? Like I know, like I guess I kind of feel I get what you're trying to say. Like if they can handle it,
Yeah.
Like, but like what you mean?
Like for me, far as like you may have some kids who never grew up with money.
Which is a lot.
A lot of
that go to
African American
college.
kids in the city who haven't grew up with money. Oh, I need to angle this way.
I ain't gonna lie, I would tell you to shoot that stripe over there. It'd be a lot easier.
But I mean, you got kids who never probably grew up with money before, and we know what it's like to be collegiate athletes, and our parents happen to give us money because we don't have a job. But these kids now have a position to not only market themselves, they can also take care of their families, build their brands, endorsement deals, make money off their likeness. So, but then again, you got people that could blow it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? But that's just.
That was tough.
That's tough. That's terrible.
Tough.
That's
But
terrible.
so I guess the purpose of the NCAA doing this was to, I guess, just promote kids just being able to get paid to play. So basically, this rule is just taken away from the whole amateurism of college athletics.
Right.
Because the point of college athletics, they just thought that scholarships and stuff like that was just sufficient enough to be set in place for them versus like them monetizing themselves and like having their own type of business and stuff. So the rule is now in place, like that was in place, basically is just like saying that we want them to go to school, get an education, right? And like they have to make what's due with what they have already, because we feel like scholarships and all that other stuff is adequate enough for them to survive, right?
Right.
So like I know when I was in school, it's always a constant battle and struggle, like, like we go to school for free and stuff like that, and then you got kids that's in school and they might be paying for it, and like they're not like envious, but like you can sense it's on their mind heavy, because they're like, oh, what do you care? You go here for free. I pay for this education, but it's really like, yeah, I go here for free, but some days I can't even eat. Some days I can't. I have to go to the caf and like suffer, like while you get to work a job, you get to have a social life and stuff like that. Our social life was just our teammates, so
yeah. But I mean, just also truthfully, I just look at like the athletes that from past years, like Cam Newton, Reggie Bush,
dogs,
Terrell Pryor,
dogs,
Chris Johnson,
Johnny Manziel,
Tim Tebow,
Marcus Mariota.
You know what I'm saying? Mariota. A lot of those guys' likeness, you know what I'm saying? A lot of those guys' likeness, it was in video games. I mean, okay, think about that for a second. We played these guys in video games. None of these, and they was kids at the time.
Yeah.
They didn't get paid for
17, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids.
Yeah. And so now you fast forward 6-7 years later, the NCAA finally approved people get paid for their likeness. But it makes you wonder, will this take away from kids actually caring about the game of football, or they just caring about money?
Yeah, that's interesting. Because I think like
it's about to be an ugly break. I ain't played pool in so long. I don't know why I suggested this.
It's cool. It's the first game.
No,
you might need to warm up.
This is all on YouTube.
But I think that's an interesting thing that you just said, because I think it could kind of take away from kids wanting to actually be a professional, right?
Yeah.
So like if you're You're saying I can just go to college and make millions of dollars at 19, 20, 21. Like, why do I need to go to the league? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, think about like us, right? We grew up, we like, oh, I want to go to the NFL. Some kids that play basketball, they want to go to the NBA. Some kids play soccer, they want to go, overseas. They want to play soccer professionally, baseball, the MLB. I mean, so on and so forth. And like, them being able to, be millionaires at a lot younger age, like, is that drive for them to go to the league still like there? Like, that could take away from it. Like, it could be good for like for them personally at this point, but like, you got to think it's a trickle-down effect for like professional clubs that like are expecting, like drafts and stuff like that. Like, people might not even want to be drafted now because it's like, I done made enough money. Yeah. Oh, you already hit.
Damn.
Yeah, come on with it.
Nah, bro, come on. Positioning my elbow, bro.
You saw he hit it. He hit the ball, right?
You can't talk to the camera.
You hit the ball. But yeah, like, do you think like that could take away from people's drive wanting to go to that next professional level? Because, I mean, amateurism is out of the question now. Yeah. But like, I ain't gonna say it gets rid of their drive, but like, it might lessen.
Hell yeah. You gotta think, okay, you have a kid fresh out of high school. Let's say he's a 5-star recruit in football, right? Mm-hmm. He doesn't have the best of the best background. If it wasn't for football, he probably wouldn't make it. I'm just using an example. I'm not talking about nobody in particular. His goal is to go to the NFL. Like, that's where I want to go. But you mean to tell me now I get paid for my likeness, which means if I go to a big university, that's jersey sales. If they relaunch the video game, NCAA, that's video game sales. I can now create my own logo, market myself. I can do a lot of things. So, me personally, I feel like that becomes a distraction. It can be a distraction. Because like you said, I mean, what's the point of me even caring about going to the league when I can just be quote unquote mediocre on Saturdays, collect this check, create other businesses for it. You know what I'm saying? But then some guys, they want to flex, they want to stunt, they want to, go back. Hey man, look, I got this money. Yeah. And then, it could always just leave, I don't know, bro. That it's a sticky situation. It's a real sticky situation. But it's going to be interesting to see. I just want to see how past athletes feel about it. Like Reggie Bush, for example. He won his Heisman back.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't have any animosity towards it because I played it in college. Like, right. I remember them talking about it, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool. Like, for us to, be able to just get paid. Right. Not only just for like live off refund checks, like we can actually like have like a kind of sort of job type thing. Yeah. But me personally, I'm not like upset about it or nothing. I'm happy for the opportunity for like up and coming young athletes to be able to, be able to get that access because something I never got access to. So I feel like I would love for like, cousins I have or, my son, whenever that day comes. Yeah. Like if he wants to play any type of sport, or my daughter wants to play any type of sport, he or she has opportunity to get paid just for being them. Yeah. Like if they're good, then, people gonna pay you. If you good, you gonna get paid. Just like recruiting. If you good, they gonna find you. Right. So it's like, example, Hersey Miller, right? He just signed a $2 million deal with the company. This man is not even in college yet.
He ain't 20.
He's still in high school. He ain't even at TSU yet. Well, he might be now because of the summer, but yeah. $2 million, right? And he's a freshman at TSU, and he ain't played a minute of basketball yet. But he's doing it based off of like his name. Like, how do you think let's say, how do you think that impacts the University of TSU, right? Right. And then like just him and his like likeness of like name and stuff. Because obviously he's a Miller. Like everybody know who Master P is. Like he's one of the biggest moguls out.
Yeah, he won the GOAT
right now. So like, how you feel about that? Like, imagine you got a son and he going to HBCU and a company hit him up and he's like, we want to offer him $2 million.
Truth be told, I think for him signing that deal, it does help TS.
Yeah, I'm a dog. I don't know what you thought this was.
Whatever. with him signing that deal, it does bring a lot of likeness more to TSU on top of his name.
Yeah.
I think it would be, I think it would be different. I think it would be different if it was a non-famous person's kid. That's just me personally.
I get it.
But, and also, I think about like, what if?
Have you hit one in here?
No, I have not, bro. Shut up.
Scratch. I gave you one.
That's fine. I'll take that.
I'll
take what I can get right now. Nah, but you got to think about even the gender, like with the WNBA.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can't do that.
Yes,
you scratch. You gotta shoot forward, homie. So either you gotta shoot it in that, or you gotta hit that one in, or like whatever else.
I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You don't run nothing but your mouth. Yeah, whatever. It's the white man. But nah, I just think, like, I hope it's all fairness even across genders. Like, the NBA gets paid more than the WNBA, right? Mm. And the WNBA has a lot of legendary players. It's been recent in news and stuff like that, even with LeBron speaking up how the female athletes are underpaid. I wonder if it's gonna be the same thing for them, like female collegiate stars. You know, you gotta look at it like that too. You know, like volleyball players, softball players, track stars, basketball players. You know, would they be looked at as less than, so they get less of?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a scary situation, but also it's beautiful to see because kids be also take care of their families. Like some kids, they can't call home and ask for $20 for food. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they gotta go to the calf. They gotta go to the calf, or they gotta ask their homeboy to you know, loan them some money and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just really more so of like the mind state of the athlete and the circumstances that they're in.
Yeah, I think like paying players though, like it could honestly bring out more talent. Cause think about like, if you pay players, obviously everybody not gonna get the same pay.
Yeah.
So it's like, who are you to tell me how much this person is worth, right? So like, I think like it might bring out some more talent, or like some dogs and dogs and like other people. Cause think about like somebody, let's say we play ball with somebody like Reggie Bush, right?
Right.
We teammates with Reggie Bush. First off, if Reggie Bush got paid back in them days,
Yo, I'm gonna hit
he'd probably be a billionaire.
I'm gonna hit this wall or this TV.
He's on the cover, so think if he was on the cover, right, of NCAA,
yeah,
and he gets 10% of each sale that NCAA or EA Sports makes on the game just because he's on the cover, right? Let's say he, I think the games back then was like $40, right? $40. So he get $4 per game that's like sold, right?
Yeah.
And they sold like 2.8 trillion copies of that, right? He don't have to like work no more. Like he's fine. And as a 20-year-old, like Heisman winner, blah, blah, this and that. But like think about if you're a teammate with somebody like Reggie Bush. Like I'm at the same school, I do the same shit. We go through the same workouts. We go to the same class. Like, why am I not getting that pay? Like how do you think the NCAA is like going to differentiate like
who gets what?
Who gets what?
I mean, based on popularity.
Cause I know it's like they say they can use their name and
likeness
for themselves, but like at some point, it's gonna be like I don't know if they'll have like a union or something like that, but like at some point it's gonna be like a middle ground where like you need to pay each and every one of the players, all 52, 53 on the roster, or however many active you got. Like how?
But then again, you could argue that though. Like think about it like this. You could have the top collegiate athlete in the world, right? And you got a regular guy on the team, his teammate. Mm-hmm. I think personally, the NCAA is going to target those who bring attention to the university. Like the head, like the face of the guy, like your Tim Tebow's, Cam Newton's, Mariota, even back like when Derrick Henry and them boys was playing. So I think if you just get like a regular, like kid who's like on the practice squad, Yeah, he'll get a little something, but it won't be like equivalent to what the star on the team makes. But then again, we don't really truly know more in depth about it because it just happened.
Yeah.
And so on top of that, you got to think, what if this is different for different sports? Like, what if the payout is different in basketball and in football?
It probably would be, because most of the time at college, basketball and football are the main two highest like generating.
But basketball will make more though, I think.
Make more than what?
Yeah, football.
No.
The players?
No, I'm talking about like revenue generating for the university, like how much money they make for the university. It's football. Always.
You sure?
Positive. There's more seats to be filled in the stands than a basketball game. You get money based off if you go to bowl games. NCAA tournaments, like you get money off of that too, but like.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got March Madness, you got Elite Eight, like you got all that.
Yeah, but like think about like basketball, it's only 12 people on the team.
You right.
Football, it's like 80.
Yeah.
All them scholarships, you got fans from all over the world. Think about this, right? Michigan, for example.
Right.
You see that fucking M anywhere in the world, you can be in motherfucking Germany. They see that M, they gonna be like, oh, you like Michigan? You went to Michigan?
Or to Alabama?
Like that's like a trademark, right? So like, Michigan football is like a fucking staple. Like it's a legendary like football program.
That's true.
And like
it is.
People that play there are gonna give crazy money just to see their team do good. They gonna give them uniforms. You know, they gonna do everything in their power. That's why I'm saying like football is gonna generate most of the revenue, but football and basketball are the top two. Then you got like baseball teams. So like Vandy baseball is like really good. They went to the World Series. I'm sorry they lost, but they had a great season, right? Yeah. But like, you got other sports that generate a lot of revenue, but like, mainly football and basketball are the main two. So like, those two sports will probably be the ones that get the most money out of all the, you know, student athletes on campus, which sucks, but I guess that's just kind of how they have to like play it out. I mean, unless you got a damn Tiger Woods on campus, then that's like totally different, or Serena. But, you know, them people are a dime a dozen. So, but like, Hershey Miller, $2 million.
Endorsement.
And like, that's crazy. Like, I mean, he comes from wealth though. Like, Master P been rich for I don't know how long. Like, imagine somebody like us, right? We going to college and like somebody want to sign us like for $2 million.
That's life changing. That's life changing. But then again, like I said, you give a young man that type of money, you know, you got to think, you got to credit his immaturity. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may get to a point to where, you know, he get that 2 M's, you know, everybody gonna be digging in his pocket, family members, friends you grew up with. Because you got to think, now that the NCAA has agreed to give money to collegiate athletes for their likeness and everything, there's gonna be a lot of people cashing in on these kids. A lot of people, like a lot of people, like family members, friends that you had hood dreams with, like parents like,
are gonna be
insane. Like, it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if I seen parents pimp their kids.
They do it now, and they ain't getting paid, so now it's
just imagine
10 times worse.
Yeah, it's like, it's a lot, bro. Like, it's a lot. It's a good thing and a bad thing, like, cause you still got other types. So you got swimming, you got wrestling, you got polo. You know what I'm saying? You got volleyball, like all these sports though don't really get recognized like that. You know, I'm pretty sure they're big in their universities. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't know if they sell like swim likeness and stuff like that. But you got to think, like, you know, what if a swimmer look at a football player getting paid money? He like, dang, but I'm a college athlete too. You know, am I a part of that, or is it just strictly football and basketball?
Like, all right, like how I want to know how they're going to like
distribute it.
Yeah, like make it even. Make it so everybody can benefit. But like at the end of the day, it's making the university more money.
It is.
Because I guarantee you, if somebody is using their name, the university's gonna have to like have a part to say like, oh, well, you know, we provided you with these facilities. We provided you with this jersey. We provided you with, you know, all the stuff that comes with our university. So we need a percentage of that just because you go here type thing. Like, I guarantee you it ain't gonna be, they gonna get like the full however much they were offered just cause.
How would you have handled being under that pressure?
If I was getting
Well, no, what's scratch that? Because y'all got stipends.
yeah.
So, I mean-
so like when I worked in sports.
No, not when you worked. When
No,
you played.
I'm just put you up on some game real quick. So when I worked in sports, we can go back to when I played, but when I worked in sports, right?
Yeah.
Where I was at, they gave kids, obviously you get a refund or whatever because you're on scholarship, you know, blah blah. You get extra money left over because if you on full, like you good,
Yeah.
right? But when I was working there, they gave kids what's called a cost of attendance, right? So say you got a kid from, let's say you got a kid from Hawaii, right?
Mm-hmm.
A flight to Hawaii is roughly maybe like close to 2 bands per like round trip, depending on where you flying out of, but let's say around $2,000, right? And then like for you to like live in the city of Nashville based on like where you from and then kind of sort of like how do you like take care of yourself and then like if you got your mom don't work or something like that, they've taken account of that and like all the expenses that you have, they give it back to you in what is extra money, like a cost of attendance. So let's say you get a refund check for like 4 bands, right, for the semester. They'll give you an extra $9,000 for cost of attendance if you far enough away. So you got to think kids, $4,000, that's a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
As a
kid,
as a college, I mean, it's still a lot of money. Imagine you. I mean, if you get
$1,500
if you get
refund checks,
if you get $4,000 right now, you'd be like, shit, you know.
Yeah. And we grown.
I'm cool, but like I'm saying, like $4,000, that's a lot of money, and then you add an extra 6 or 7 on the semester, so he's up to close to 12, 13. You know what I'm saying? $1,000 for a semester just for going to school. But like as a kid, when I was playing, the conference also gives you checks too. So like I was in the MEAC. And we got what's called MEAC checks. Now it wasn't like thousands of dollars. It was maybe like $700-800 or something like that. But still like a little extra, you know, holds you over. On top of like
a little something.
refunds. But like if somebody came to me and was like, shit, I wanna sponsor you for some stuff. I want you to wear this stuff and we'll pay you however much money. I'm damn sure doing that shit. But like me personally, I ain't gonna lie, like
That was trash.
the way I feel, money is supposed to go downward, right?
Facts.
So
It's a legacy thing.
as our people, everybody, like if you make it right, everybody expect you to go back and like
Give back.
you know, give back to all your old homies and stuff like that. But like, in reality, money's supposed to go down. So like if let's say I hit the lottery for $100 million or something like that, I pay my mom's house off and stuff like that, but like, other than that, the rest is like setting up for my future and like my family and stuff like that. So like, I gotta make sure the future me is set up. So like, I think as a student athlete, if something like that comes to you and you don't come from nothing like that, make sure you save your coins for sure. Because $2 million, that's a lot of money to a 19-year-old. It's a lot of money to anybody, but 19, you might not be able to mentally handle that shit. So
but then again, like I look at also like you say, I'm gonna pick like because you said some shit that made sense. Look at the conference you was in, like y'all had MEAC checks. I was in the NAIA at Bethel. We didn't get stipends and nothing like that. Like real talk, like it was partial scholarship, number one. It wasn't full. Then you know what I'm saying? The most money we got was from our refund checks. And at the time we, you know what I'm saying, 18, 19, 20, maybe 21 type shit. So that little cooler 1,500 was good to us. So I wonder now with how they getting money to these college athletes. I mean, so what about these kids that's in D3, NAIA?
I mean, NCAA goes to
But what about JUCO?
D3, but that's why, I mean, you leaving out a lot of other talented people too. That bring money to other universities. Like you said, NAIA, JUCO, like they ain't even taking, and JUCO is probably by far the worst environment and like unpreparedness wise, like that you'll probably be as a student athlete, because they don't have good facilities, they might not have good food. You know, the only thing that's going for them is they got teachers that might care about you. But like the facilities ain't the best. You know, like
damn.
And you might be in
bloop that out?
You might be in the middle of nowhere, and I feel like people that's in JUCO is probably needing more than people that's in Big D1.
I was in JUCO. I was in Mississippi, right? Mm-hmm. I went to Northwest Mississippi JUCO. It's literally nothing there.
Ain't nothing in Mississippi anyway.
I mean, unless you go like to Ole Miss or Mississippi State, something like that. But
still ain't nothing in Oxford.
Nah.
Ain't nothing there.
Nah, it ain't. But, however, those people down there, they so hungry.
Yeah, they come from nothing.
Yeah, literally, like
they come from nothing.
Like when I was down there, bro. Number one, I had to stay there on the weekends because my mom and them weren't finna drive down there to come get me. That's a 3-4 hour drive. You know what I'm saying? I had to call her for money for groceries. So now, you got one about these kids that's in JUCO now. They just hearing, oh, NCAA players, you know, they get paid for their likeness and all that. JUCO ain't on TV like that.
Yeah.
But they NCAA. So how's that fair? So, I mean, that would be my argument. Like, you know, this can also draw a lot of kids away from the sport. If they feel like they're not gonna be seen, if they feel like, you know, I'm not getting paid as much as this dude, you know, we on the same team. We doing the same workouts and everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm on the practice squad don't mean nothing. Like, you know, I'm an NCAA athlete.
Yeah.
But then again, like I said, I feel like it's gonna be based on who you are. And that can either make it or break this. This would be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, especially like if you play at like a Alabama, Florida.
Roll Tide, by the way.
Or like LSU or like Oklahoma or something like that. It's one of them places where you gotta wait your turn.
Yeah, you do.
Like, you can be like all world coming out as a freshman from your high school, but like you got somebody like you got somebody like Tyrann Mathieu in front of you that's a sophomore, junior.
Yeah.
You know he going to the league first round. Like you like, well, you know what I'm saying? He gonna do his thing. He gonna get paid while doing it. But, you know, whenever my time come, oh, that's supposed to be game. Whenever my time come, you know, I'm gonna be looking to get some of them endorsements as well. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I would say, like, think about.
I keep getting these ugly spots, yo.
Think about, like, as a student athlete, do you think this will produce like more divas now?
For sure.
Think about like in the league, right? Somebody get that check, 100 mil for like 4 years, something crazy, right?
The flex game finna be crazy.
And you know, like they like, you know, before they get that check, they super hungry, right?
And they humble.
They chill. They like, you know, after it's just like, let's say, example, Antonio Brown, right? He's still an amazing receiver, right? But like before he was like AB, he was a monster, right? And then like he got that check, he got I want to say if it was after his second one, but anyway he got that check, and you know he started acting a little different. That's game. Get him off the sticks. But he started acting a little different, right?
Right.
But you know that's NFL money. Think about in college, right?
Right.
I'm pretty sure you had some teammates that, you know, they were like all in their head, like, I'm better than this, like, you know, all I need is one shot, you know, I don't need this fucking plays type shit. Like, imagine if, you know they good and then they getting paid for it and it's just like, damn, I'm investing, the university's investing all this money in you and you ain't giving us nothing back cause you getting paid by outside source. How do you think that affects, like, recruiting wise, like, playing style, like, playing time and all type of shit, like, what's your opinion on that?
My opinion on that is this can become a distraction. Because like you said, you know, you may have a guy who starts off hungry, who starts off very humble, who starts off, you know, I'm here to go to the league, whatever the team need me to do, I'll do it, let's go get it. You know, he finds his rhythm in his sport, he becomes one of the top dogs, he starts getting these checks, these endorsements, and all of a sudden now, his persona changes, like you said. His persona changes. So now, since his persona changes, he's now more of a, like you said, arrogant, cocky, can't talk to him. You know, that can be a cancer of a team. Think about it. When we played, we had cancers on our team. Selfish guys who all thought of themselves. Imagine those guys getting money. But we needed them though, because their talent was so incredible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it can be a distraction. So, it just all depends on, like I said, the maturity level of the athlete. Which goes back to also like the upbringing of that kid too.
Solids.
So we'll see, man. It's interesting though, for sure.
I think it's good though for him. I mean, we always talk about like opportunities. Like this is like a huge opportunity, not just for like us as like a people, but like all student athletes all around. 'Cause you gotta think like we've been through the struggle like of going to school, for free or whatever, on partial or whatever.
Yeah.
And constantly battling other people saying, oh, like you shouldn't be tired or this or that. You go here for free. And it's like, yeah, but like the sacrifice I'm doing for this school, like I'm up 3 or 4 hours before you even go to your first class.
Right.
I'm up past the time I should be. I'm only getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And 60 hours of the week is dedicated to the reason why I'm here, going to school for free. So it's like I'm working, bro, like not slaving, but like I'm working to the utmost point where it's like you're exhausted every day. And let's say like, so my freshman year, right, I got redshirted, which I thought was a bad thing, but it's not at all. So gave me time to develop, learn the playbook and all that stuff. Right. But I got redshirted and going to class was miserable, bro, because that year we only won 2 games. So like sitting in class and teachers is like, oh, we got however many football players in the class, and hearing people like, oh, you play football? Y'all suck. Like saying like we was sorry and like, like why are you here? Like you here for free and y'all ain't even good type shit. And I'm like, shit, I'm redshirted. I ain't even playing. Wait till I play. But like you still get that thing. But like, as I got older and shit, like we started winning, and that conversation switched from y'all suck to like I can't wait to watch y'all play on Saturday. I know y'all gonna win. We gonna win this fucking title and all type of shit. And like going from that like transition is like good, and I can't like fathom how that would feel hearing people saying that, and then it's like, yeah, I'm getting paid for this shit too. Like you have no excuse now. Like I'm here for free, but also like I'm getting paid and I'm able to work and use my name to my advantage type shit. Versus like, but like how do you think that could affect like regular students too though? Like think about people that pay money to go to that school, right? And student athletes are going to school for free or however their scholarship is set up. Right. And they also get the opportunity to make money while they're there, not just working like no fucking Foot Locker finish line, like every college student do, or be a bartender or whatever. They have like opportunity to make legitimate like money, like as a college student. So like, how do you think that would affect just like the common student environment or community?
Put yourself in a common man's shoes.
I can't. I've never been in that shoe.
No, what I'm saying is, for example, like
I've never just been a regular student.
Right.
It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying like I've always had to be a student athlete, so I don't know like
what it's like to
what
be
what that perspective is. Like.
I was both. I've been both. I went to community college before I became a student athlete. And being a regular college student is totally different than being a collegiate athlete, because you can either be motivated and want to better yourself academic wise, find you a major and all this stuff. But then when I became a student athlete in college, the chances of like, I could go to the NFL, or I could, make my mama proud, or really do what I'm telling people I'm doing. I think that the common person would get jealous, especially if you're like best friends with somebody who's like a big collegiate athlete, whether it's male or female. Let's put that out there now. I do think all female collegiate athletes should get paid equivalent to males.
For sure.
But that could raise jealousy. That could raise an uproar, like, It can go so many ways, but one thing that I was thinking about while you was making your point is high school kids. You know what I'm saying? Because you stated, how does that affect recruiting? You know, nowadays you got kids, they playing like they're in college and high school, so they already walking with that cocky swag, that confidence, that drip, that you know, I'm gonna be the man on campus. So what do you say when you give an 18-year-old his first 10K check just for his likeness? You know, and he come from nothing. You know, or what if an athlete do come from something and he's ungrateful because he's like, I see this money every day. I don't need this. That makes every other player on the team like, but I need it though.
It just, like you said, it just depends on the situation.
Yeah,
and but I mean, kids nowadays are all into exposure. Like, I'm pretty sure you see them on Twitter. Like, you know, they have like a list of schools. Like, oh, these are the ones that offer me. This is my top 5. Like, they're like promoting that, like saying like, these are my top 5. I want everybody to know like this and this. Like, and then they have like lives like saying, you know, tune in for my commit type shit. Like, now that they
gonna bank it. They gonna bank it.
I'm saying now that they do that, like they do that on a regular now, but like now they have the opportunity to get paid. Somebody can like use them and be like, oh, you know, we want to film you doing this, or we want to make you a graphic or something. They could pay them for that shit. Like,
they can.
Like, it's so many like little stuff that they could do to get to the fucking money.
You know how mad I'd be if I was Terrell Pryor and all them boys who got in trouble for pawning. I remember
Think about people
like Reggie Bush,
Jameis Winston, crab legs, like, or bro, like stupid stuff like. And I think it was so crazy they can't accept. So that was the prior rule, right? They can't accept any outside money. So this opportunity brings so much, like, it's like a broad spectrum. So they could get money off of. They can train kids. They can get paid off of that. They could just show up, like, you know how IG models just show up to clubs. They can get paid to show up to a club, like oh, we got like Mikey, that dude, the #1 high school basketball kid.
Him.
He get paid. He can just get paid to just walk through somewhere and just show up. This motherfucker 17 years old, getting paid to just show up. Like, it just brings so much opportunity for them to help their like parents and, you know, help themselves get out of whatever situation they're in. Cause you gotta think it like somebody like Stephon Diggs or something, right? He's from Maryland, the oldest of like, I think he had like 4 brothers or something like that. And, you know, like, I don't know if his dad like passed away or something like that. Either way, he was the man of the house at like a super young age. So, and the reason he went to Maryland is because to be close to his like family. Right. So imagine if, you know what I'm saying, like, why through his recruiting process, you know, he was able to go somewhere else and he was able to get paid while he was in college. You know, he could go somewhere farther and still help his people back home. And even though he did a great job, because his brother went to Bama and his brother's in the league now too. So like, he did a good job, but like, I feel like that circumstance probably could have helped him out a lot if he was getting paid during like the process and stuff like that.
My biggest thing is wondering like how these parents are gonna deal with that.
Yeah, that's
you dig what I'm saying? Like I truly foresee parents pimping their kids.
Shit like Pee Wee games, yelling at a 5-year-old.
Yeah, like really going in on them. Like really going in because they see now college athletes getting paid. So now they no longer care about the future of their child. We just want a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like even like while you in high school, I'm a force you.
I was gonna say that might be jealousy towards the parents and adults, because you gotta think about like you got some shiesty people out in the world, like grown ass people that just upset with their lives, and then imagine like they see a kid that they used to babysit or something, get like millions, and now they stuck making 50, 60K a year.
Yeah,
and
they feel like, entitled.
It's like, I babysat you, you owe me something type shit. Like,
you babysit me, so that means you get 10K from me?
You need to relax.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what, okay, Gerard Carmichael said this on The Shop. He said, when you make it, you forget all about the hood promises you had. You make it when you was poor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a true statement. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you come from nothing, you make so many promises. Like, bro, when I make it, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, it's on. But then you grow and you elevate and you realize that ain't really a true statement. You know what I'm saying? Because once I become so accessible to y'all, and the NCAA is giving me these checks, I'm getting these endorsements. You know what I'm saying? I'm finding myself, and I'm looking at like, okay, I help y'all out one time. Now y'all calling my phone every other day.
Yeah.
How about you need this, you need that. Sooner or later, you feel me? Y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna suck me dry. Pause. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, and then but you gotta think about it. Also, look at it. You gotta look at like how female athletes may look at it too. You know, it could be real jealousy in that, man. Like this thing is big because my little brother, he played for Princeton. You know what I'm saying? I was with him on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? He broke the news to me. He showed me. You know, Ivy League. So, you know, that's endorsements on ESPN and stuff like that. And one of the questions I asked him was, I said, do they sell y'all jerseys? Do y'all got like a gift shop?
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that. And he was like, nah, they don't sell jerseys and stuff like that. So it makes you wonder, these universities that may not sell their players' paraphernalia, how are these players gonna get paid for their likeness?
It's just outsourcing.
I guess.
So like everybody that might get paid is just outsourced through somebody else. Like Hersey Miller, like Master P ain't paying him.
Hell no.
A company is paying him, so.
Yeah, we know that.
But it's an interesting topic though. Like I wonder how the coaches feel about it. Like as a coach, you come in and you like, you know, you got your kids that you recruited and then you like, oh, I'm happy you here, we're glad. And then you got one or two kids that's like, you know, they might go to the league, but like
Sidebar. This
they
is
getting
trash.
paid.
Look at this.
Yeah, you need to
That's trash.
get it together. But like, think about they might motherfucking have that kid where it's like, okay, he might go to the league and this motherfucker's getting paid a couple $1 million to be here. And like how, like, do you coach him differently than everyone else just because he's making more money?
Right.
Or just because he's making money in general? He might be making more money than the coach.
Right.
Like, how do you, I mean, shit, I don't know how I would like approach that. Like, I'm here and, you know, I work for the university, I work my ass off for the university and I'm here to get you to that next level, but, you know what I'm saying, you make more money than I do. So like.
It could be resentment there.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be like, damn, you know what I'm saying, do your thing.
Yeah, hell yeah, do your thing.
But like, think about that, like before, right? Saban was able to use his name and likeness for anything, somebody like that.
Yeah.
He got commercials, he got a Ford, he has a Mercedes dealership. Like,
Who Saban?
yeah, bro.
Damn.
Like, I don't know if you ever like looked at like coaches' contracts, but like, you know, they got their base pay and shit on there and then they got incentives.
Yeah.
And Saban gets, I think he's like 11 mil a year or something like, but his base pay is like $275K, right? But he get all that extra money is off of his endorsements and incentives. So like, think about how much money the players make the University of Alabama versus just like Saban. Saban's the face, obviously, right? But it's the players that make the fucking university go around. Because these motherfuckers keep winning championships. These motherfuckers keep being, you know, top draft picks. The University of Alabama is a fucking stable because of not only just Nick Saban, but the players. So like, I think it's a good thing, like for people like that, they would go to a fucking dynasty or something like that, or like Ohio State, right? They're like, how do you differentiate like which of those players is gonna get the most money? Because you gotta think Alabama gonna have 6 people in the first, second round to get drafted.
Easy.
So like,
Easy.
and they always gonna be in the playoffs. They always gonna be probably national championship type shit. So, but like, now Saban might not even be the highest paid person on the team.
Yeah.
So like, how does that like play? How do you think that'll play into effective like the style of play or like a style of coaching? It's like put your shoes in their feet. Put your feet in those shoes. I'm tripping, sorry. Put your feet in those shoes, right? You the head coach at a big time university and I got this dude coming in, he might make $10 million in for the duration of time that he here, 3 or 4 years. Like, do you coach him differently? Do you treat him differently? Are you like, oh, this my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love this dude more than anybody else on the team, or you know what I'm saying? Are you treating him equally? I know somebody like Saban, he probably like, yeah, you were just another motherfucker on the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna produce or not, but like, think about other coaches that don't have that philosophy. Saban's always been like on that Bill Belichick, like next man up type person.
Yeah, like I don't care who you are.
But like all coaches ain't like that.
I mean, that's true. That's 100% true. But to answer your question, if I was a coach of a dynasty collegiate team like Alabama, Ohio State, Florida, LSU, and you know, just throwing names out there. I got endorsements, like you said, dealerships. I'm the man because I'm the coach. I'm the face. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, kids want to come because of who the coach is, right? But then, like you said, you know, you get a kid, 5-star, wide receiver. He starts showing out. He started getting all type of crazy likeness checks. You know what I'm saying? From his jersey sales in the gift shops to Instagram likeness, YouTube likeness, highlight likeness. I think if a coach is comfortable enough to understand, I'm still gonna be the coach of the university after you leave, then it'd be okay. But if a coach be like, oh man, he can pay more than me. Oh man, you know.
I mean, if you feel like that, you should be a
coach. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta think that when a coach signs a contract, he's there. A player can transfer, a player can get cut off the team, a player can get injured, or the player can just drop out.
Ooh, that's a good.
Yeah, a player can drop out.
That's a good, something interesting you brought up. Transfers, right?
Yeah.
Like, it might be more of those trend. Like, you might see a trend of like bigger names going to smaller schools.
Yeah.
Just because if it's like, think about this, right? When you young, you always want to go to the big university. You want to go to Tennessee. You want to go to Florida. You want to go to LSU, Alabama, whatever, Ohio State, USC. You want to go to the big universities because you feel like they give you a better opportunity to go get to the bag, like with like the NFL, because they got better facilities and all type of stuff, right? So like, think about like, kids might be like, oh well, shit, I could be the man at motherfucking Toledo. I could be the man at Alabama A&M.
Or Marshall.
Or you know what I'm saying, somewhere small like that. Like not as big, but like, you know, still D1.
I could make a name for myself.
I could be good and make money there. And then, you know, I could still go to the league. Like, you think it might level the playing ground like a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you know, them schools gonna still have them type of players where like Clemson's, the Alabamas, the Ohio States, all them. They always gonna have them type of players, but like, I think for recruiting, it might open up a big, huge playing field, because it's like, shit, you can go to motherfucking NC State or Vandy, you can be a dog and get paid. Like, think about like Juwan Williams, right?
Yeah.
Second round draft pick, went to the Patriots. If he was getting paid at Vandy, I mean, he was gonna get drafted anyway, because he's a fucking 6'3" corner that moves like he's 5'7".
Yeah.
And he quick as hell, but like, imagine if he was getting paid at Vandy too. And like, Vandy's known for just, you know, academic reasons and stuff like that. If you don't really like Vandy, but
do you think it'd be back pay for past collegiate athletes?
I doubt it.
Really? Or at least something?
I doubt it. That would be hard to not determine, but like it'd be hard to calculate.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of former student athletes that you have to pay.
You're right.
A lot.
You're right.
You talking about from whoever's still living from like the 50s. You talking about Bo Jackson's, Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
People like that. Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
People like that. You gotta pay them, and then, you know, all them went to the NFL, so like.
And became great.
Imagine somebody like us. Like, we expecting some money, but like, we ain't do nothing like that.
Yeah.
Charles Woodson. Oh my God, he would have made so much money.
Oh my God, that just pissed me off right there.
Charles Woodson would have made so much money.
No, Tim Tebow would have made so much money.
Charles Woodson was the only defensive player to win the Heisman. He would have made so much money.
Yeah.
And he went, where he go? Michigan. Told you, it's a staple. I just think like it'll make the universities a lot bigger. The university economy itself is gonna blow the fuck up.
For sure.
Cause I guarantee you, whenever they get paid whatever certain amount of money, the university probably gonna ask for a little percentage of it.
They gonna get something.
Exactly.
They gonna get theirs for sure.
If you go in here, you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you go in here for free, you gonna break us off or something.
Yeah, but
that's trash.
I'm playing a little better this game. No, I mean not as great, but
I'm taking it easy on you. I ain't gonna lie to you. First game was kind of bad.
You can go to hell for all I care. How about that? Nah, but just overall, it's big though. It's pros and cons to this thing because now a lot of kids they can lose the love of the game because they'll feel like a sense of obligation to their family, especially if you're a big name and you come from a single parent home or what if what I'm saying, like everybody gonna be in your pocket.
Yeah.
Draft day, NFL draft day, come on now. Like NFL draft day, draft diamonds, like you gotta think all these athletes that are big names now are getting paid. If you don't think there's gonna be people in their families or people in their neighborhoods in their pockets, come on man, you're gonna be seeing collegiate athletes with bodyguards. So, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna start seeing collegiate athletes with bodyguards walking around because they're gonna be, scared to go places. But all in all, overall, we shall see. It's big for the sports. We knew this was coming years ago. We just didn't know how it was gonna happen. Like I said, as more as this thing unravel, the more we shall see. But, you know what I'm saying? That wrap up episode 3. Make sure y'all follow the YouTube page, The Man Cave 2021. Follow us on Instagram, Keenan Jordan.
TWIV_.
You dig what I'm saying? Follow our extraordinary videographer, Des2T. You know what I'm saying? Episode 1 and 2 is out. The link in the bio is on our social media platforms.
It's actually D shot. The O is a 2. So DSH2T.
You dig what I'm saying? That way. Man, y'all be safe. We out. Peace.